Hi, I'm Tinian. I'm the farm manager here at the Reno Distribution Center, and we are at the compost pile. So everything that the kitchen doesn't use, all the food scraps, go here, and we process it with chicken manure from our chickens, as well as a lot of the landscape debris, and we turn it into soil for the garden. All right, so every day we are layering the compost like a lasagna, pretty much. The kitchen throws out their coffee grounds, eggshells. We've got carrot peels, onion peels, orange peels, leftovers, green onions. We've got paper plates. And I'm just gonna put it out into a layer so it kind of is a little bit mixed. So some of the food scraps from the kitchen, like lettuce and tomato things, watermelon, melon rinds, those can go to the chickens. The chickens will love that stuff. So this bucket's for the chicken. And this bucket is some weeds from the garden this morning. Some tomato prunings. And I'm just gonna put a layer, thin layer of these greenish things out. Again, I don't want like big clumps. It's better to make thin layers. You're composting at home, you're probably gonna have some kitchen scraps and probably some yard scraps. And you're gonna wanna have some browns also. So browns are things that are more carbon rich, like leaves, mulch, straw. Wood chips can be used, but they take a lot more energy to break down. And so the kitchen scraps and yard scraps are considered greens. So you want 50% greens, yard scraps, kitchen waste, and 50% browns. Things that are brown, leaves, straw, mulch, things like that. So we put a layer of leaves down, and next we're gonna put some of the chicken manure and straw, which has been bedding for the chickens where they sleep at night. The chicken manure is definitely green, definitely full of nitrogen, and it's gonna make this pile hot. I like to sift our compost before we put it in the garden beds. So if we're seeding or any reasons, I don't really want to have sticks like this. Avocado skins. This paper plate didn't go down all the way. These are the chunkies. Just a little bit of trash still. These are the chunkies of the compost. We've sifted them out, but there's still lots of microbes. There's still dirt. So kind of like a sourdough starter, we're gonna add this stuff back into the pile to add those microbes back in and keep the decomposition process going. So here we go. Also, when I put the chicken manure down, I want to hide it. So I've got a little bit more of browns that I'm going to put on top, and we'll water it. If you're making compost, your own compost pile at home, you're probably not going to do this many layers every single time, but this is an example of all the great things you can add to the compost to help you make garden dirt. That's probably fine. compost pile. It takes about 4 weeks to fill up the first container. We have a container on each side, so while one's filling up, one's resting. Right now, this is where we're adding stuff, and then we turn the piles. So it takes about a month to build, sits for about a month, and then we turn it. Sits for about a month, and then we turn it. Sits for about a month, turn it, and then here we are sifting it. So this is our homemade trommel that I'm very proud of. And we had this extra oil drum, we had this extra racking. The only thing we bought were the wheels because we didn't have 8 wheels that were all the same size. So this spins, and all the biggest chunkies go to the back or out the front, and the rest falls into the wheelbarrow. So this makes it pretty easy, hands off, and sifts our compost for us. This is pretty much our finished compost. I'm still letting it age here for now, but this is basically where we can go to when we need compost. It's sifted, it's decomposed, there's no banana peels or anything obvious of what it was, and it goes into our gardens and helps us grow delicious vegetables for our cafe. That's the bed. And we just have a little bit more to sift on this pile. Hope the squirrels don't eat it. That's it. I gotta get more browns. That's all she wrote.